XRP keeps making small gains, but we are yet to see extreme price pumps and new all-time highs yet. Will that change soon? And could we even see around $1,000 in a few years? And what impact will regulation have on XRP's price? Stay tuned till the end of the video to find out. But first, we are giving away $500 at the end of the month to one random subscriber to start on their XRP journey. All you need to do is to like the video, subscribe and comment your thoughts on XRP in the comments section. Welcome back XRP Army. Let's grow the XRP Lab community by pressing the like button and subscribe. With no indications of stopping down, XRP is on the verge of achieving huge gains and setting new all-time highs. Prior to speculating and predicting a future price range, it is important to do a number of different types of research and analysis. Several temporal cycles are converging at the same time between January 17 and February 1, 2022, creating a tremendous confluence of events. A new extreme high or low might be reached within that time range, with the ultimate collapse or breakdown occurring a few days before or after February 1, depending on the circumstances. In terms of value, the projected new all-time highs are expected to be in the $5 to $5.21 area, according to the consensus. Despite the likelihood of a swing low in mid to late November, the new all-time highs in the $5 area may be challenged as early as late January 2022 or as late as early February 2022, particularly after the February 1st to 2nd days, if the new all-time highs in the $5 region are not tested. Also, comment XRP Army if you believe XRP will hit $5 soon. Prices are anticipated to climb significantly further after that, maybe reaching extraordinarily high levels. Soon, quantum computers will be accessible that will be capable of doing the computations required to mine cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin in a fraction of the time that it now takes to do so in the current state of the technology. As technology advances, those will get increasingly more efficient and speedier, and mineable coins will no longer be the preferred investment option for most people. When compared to other cryptocurrencies, XRP will do considerably better due to the fact that the quantity of coins is fixed from the beginning, in this case at 100 billion coins in the case of XRP. The value of XRP has increased slowly at first, but it will soon continue to climb at an exponential rate as more applications for the cryptocurrency are developed and as the cryptocurrency's popularity rises. Those are only some of the logical reasons why its value is expected to rise in the near term. Speculative purchasers will also enter the market and drive the value of the property higher because they are fearful of missing out on a good investment opportunity. Beginning before the end of 2022, this exponential surge will swallow everything in its path before it is done. By the way, what price do you think XRP is going to reach at the end of this year? Let us know in the comments section down below. And the structural underpinnings that will be necessary to support this enormous price increase have already begun to come into being. Believe that XRP is uninteresting and that people would rather use BTC or ETH in their place instead? If that's the case, you're absolutely incorrect. Following the release of a new study by eToro, one of the world's leading multi-asset investment platforms, it was discovered that XRP has retained its position as the most popular cryptocurrency asset among retail investors in the United Kingdom, UK. According to data from eToro, retail investors in the United Kingdom favored XRP over other digital currencies in the third quarter of this year compared to the previous quarter. As of the second quarter, XRP had gained 4% in value and had seen a 105% growth in ownership year-on-year, maintaining its position as the leading cryptocurrency for retail investors in the United Kingdom. On the latest figures, Simon Peters, cryptocurrency market analyst at eToro, expressed his opinions. He made the following statement. Whilst Bitcoin holdings only increased 2%, its year-on-year increase is 325%, which is a demonstration of how crypto assets have captured retail investors' imaginations over the past 12 months and showing how they're a vital component of many portfolios. XRP is similar, its growth quarter-on-quarter is just 4%, but a lot of our investors are holding it. Some bought it way back in 2017, others more recently. There is a strong community of XRP supporters who believe in its long-term potential. Do you agree that XRP will overtake Great Britain and the rest of the world? If yes, then make sure to like this video. As we should have all noticed recently, regulations remain to be the most important factor to consider when it comes to the future of cryptocurrencies in general and XRP in particular. Much of the recent debate in the cryptocurrency space in the United States has focused on the topic of regulation, or the lack of it in some cases. Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies have soared to new monthly highs as a result of comments from the Federal Reserve and the Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, rejecting any intentions to outright ban the sector. Investors, on the other hand, continue to be enveloped in a fog of uncertainty as the central question remains unanswered. What constitutes a security in the context of Bitcoin, and how does one go about assessing this? The remarks made by former SEC officials may give some insight into the current status of the company. The two most prominent cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin and Ether, have long been considered to be officially non-investment securities, according to former SEC Chair Jay Clayton in 2019, as well as Director of Corporate Finance William Hinman in 2018. While other cryptocurrencies have remained in the gray area since then, the current chairman of the Securities and Exchange Commission, Gary Gensler, does not appear to be a fan of the previous classification of cryptocurrencies. He also appears to be critical of the categorization that was applied previously. According to a scoop disclosed by Fox Business reporter Charles Gasparino, who shared the story on Twitter, Hinman had received input from both Clayton and Gensler prior to his speech. Clayton and Gensler were both present for Hinman's address. As a result, the Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, filed a lawsuit against Ripple. However, investors are anxiously awaiting the formation of a Bitcoin ETF, despite the fact that regulatory uncertainty appears to be prevalent across the Bitcoin sector. There has only ever been one such ETF that has received formal clearance in the United States, and it is one that would be backed by Bitcoin futures, which was unexpectedly met with a strong amount of resistance. Also, make sure to write your thoughts on these developments in the comment section. It was said in the same podcast by Crypto Mom that providing investors with as many options as possible rather than concentrating solely on futures would be a more preferable course of action rather than concentrating solely on futures. According to Pierce, this is related to the fact that futures-backed products are less investor-friendly due to the fact that they tend to be more expensive and also more complex to manage than other financial instruments. We have to confront the fact that we've consistently denied spot-based products despite an inconsistency with how we've treated similar products outside of the crypto space. According to a recent report by analyst Coin Bureau, goods based on futures contracts were very volatile and less liquid than other financial instruments, prompting the company to draw attention to the issue. As an additional point of clarification, he stated that they must be constantly rolled over into new contracts as they expire, which merely add to the total management costs of the organization. However, this hasn't stopped investors from making wagers on these contracts, which has resulted in the price of Bitcoin skyrocketing substantially in recent months as a result. The news came as rumors of an impending approval continued to swirl in the media. This is also due to the fact that the SEC just approved Volt Crypto's ETF, which has turned the prospect of more approvals into a bullish trend. What do you think about the future of XRP? Do you think $1,000 really is a realistic price prediction for the next few years? Let us know in the comment section. If you want to continue to know about XRP, we have got 2 videos waiting for you on the end screen to check out. Make sure to subscribe and give us a thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video. Kindly note that prices of cryptocurrencies frequently change, so by the time you watch this video, it might have changed to a whole new value. The information provided in this video does not constitute investment advice, financial advice, trading advice, or any other sort of advice, and you should not treat any of the content as such. The content in this video is for educational purposes only and hence should not be considered financial advice. Do conduct your due diligence and consult your financial advisor before making any investment decisions.